Hello and welcome to our thrifty and frugal home here in Brittany in northwest France. Today I'm going to be smashing all of those myths and stereotypes about frugal people. So stay tuned and let's have a look at those ridiculous myths and we'll tell you how they're just not true. Now many people think that frugal people are just eating what they can get coupons for, or just eating the cheapest food. Let's smash that myth to begin with. Frugal people are meal planners. They budget well for good food. They know their health is important, so they budget well for good food. Let's smash that one out the water. Let's blow that one away. It's absolute nonsense that frugal people only eat junk food. It's far from the truth. There are many people with plenty of money who eat junk food, and there's many people who live on a budget who eat junk food. But it's not to say that frugal people only eat junk food. We certainly don't. Lots of links below to some really good, delicious food on a very tight budget. I think the biggest myth, and I've heard people say this, that only poor people are frugal. Well, that absolutely isn't true. There are people in all walks of life, in all of the income brackets, who budget, who live off a written budget, who are sensible and careful with their money, and who spend their money wisely. So no, it is not just poor people who are frugal. And often, if you are poor, you can't make those frugal decisions. You just have to make the decisions out of desperation to live and survive. And that is not a criticism. That's you're doing your best with what you've got. But no, and we certainly don't put ourselves in the bracket of being poor. We are sensible with our money, we are wise with our money, and we are careful with our budget so we can save, so we're not poor. There's this kind of stereotype of frugal people, aren't they? That they're sat there like Ebenezer Scrooge or Uriah Heep, counting their money, and they are misers and miserly and mean. Most frugal people that I know, the frugal vloggers that I watch, actually budget to give. Now, we don't give a cash donation on a regular basis, but we always give. We donate on an ad hoc basis to charities. We have always done that. It is something we always allow in our budget. We hand on what we don't need. We pay it forward. When we moved house and we didn't need items, we just put them out there on free cycle and let them go for nothing. We cleared our house, we give it to the charity shop. We do this all of the time. We don't hang on to things because we need them for the sake of needing them. Frugal people often declutter and they are generous and they give away. A lot of frugal people, and we have been those people, are very generous with their time and they volunteer. It's a great way of getting out into the community and doing something really good and meaningful for the community and for yourselves. It really does make you feel good yourself when you are giving. Lots of people are supporting charities in that way with their time. So let's smash that myth as well, that frugal people are miserly. Far from it. Now the next myth, and I've heard people say this actually to me, is, oh, frugal people, you never spend any money. That's not true. We save our money for really good quality items that have value and meaning and are important to us. and we buy the best quality we possibly can. Because we don't want to waste our money. So whether it's a car, we research it. If it's an item of furniture for our house, we buy the best quality we can. So I would dispel that myth straight away that frugal people don't spend money. Frugal people do spend money, and they spend their money wisely. They save it. They pay cash for something. They don't buy it with a credit card. They buy it later. But they do spend money, but they budget for it, and they spend that money wisely. So if you like our content, if you like what you see and you like what you hear, make sure that you're hitting that like button. And best of all, because you don't want to miss it, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Another great myth about frugal people or frugality is these people never have vacations, they never take holidays, they never go on any trips. Let's smash that myth to start with. Some of the people we know are completely frugal because they value experiences over things. They'll keep the car, they'll keep the furniture, they'll keep those clothes, they'll keep that coat another season. And they do spend their money on going away on trips because those things are really important to them and have great value to them. Another thing that frugal people do, and especially frugal retired people, is they often do home exchanges. So they go and stay in another area, another province, another state, another country, and swap houses. Some of the people that we know who are frugal retirees do home sitting, and they get to stay in some wonderful places, different countries, meet different people. Another thing that frugal people do, so they do definitely take trips and do definitely have vacations, is they go off peak and they go off season. So that's another myth that we can just smash. Frugal people don't take vacations, plenty of them do, and they're very creative about it. Now there's another myth, isn't there? Frugal people never have any fun. That's not true. Loads and loads of frugal people that I know are really creative and have great hobbies. They might be photographers, but they buy second-hand equipment. They may be crafters, but they buy their fabric from thrift stores or they upcycle. They have beautiful gardens, but they grow things from seeds, from cuttings. They go to plant swaps. So I think that frugal people do have lots of fun in different ways. They are the kind of people who become ramblers and join social groups with like-minded people who do things that don't cost a lot of money. And what's the definition of fun anyway? Some fun can cost money, but certainly lots of things that people do that they really get great value and pleasure from really don't cost much money at all. So let's smash that myth that frugal people don't have any fun. Yes, they do, in their very own way. Now, what about that great big myth that frugal people never do anything nice, they never have any treats? Well, that's not true either. Frugal people know how and where to get those things. For example, eating out. They know the midweek deals. They know the early bird menus. They know where the 2 for the price of 1 are. They know about the cinema deals. They know about sometimes heritage places like the National Trust in the UK have free family days. They know when they are and they go along to those things. They have picnics, they share meals with friends. They know where and how to go to have a really good time without spending money and doing things that have meaning and value to them. They home cook. They have those great meals at home. So they do. Of course they have the cakes and the biscuits, the cookies, they have those things, but they've made them at home. Frugal people don't have any treats. This frugal person certainly does, and the frugal people that I know certainly do. That's another frugal myth. Absolutely smashed. I have a question for you now. What myth have you heard about frugal living? What myth did you smash personally? Because I'm sure there are people out there who've had funny things said to you. There's another question. What odd things have people said to you or presumed of you because you live on a budget or you live a thrifty or frugal life? Thank you for watching, everybody. I love it. I appreciate every single comment that you make, every question that you ask. And I want to take this moment in time to absolutely thank everybody who lets the advertisements roll, not just on my content, but on any vlogger's content, because that's how we get paid. So thank you very much to everybody for dropping by to our little beautiful part of Brittany here in northwest France, and I'll see you again very soon. Goodbye for now.